When Casper the dog first spotted Romeo the cat, he got the biggest smile on his face. A new friend? What a wonderful day! But the feelings weren't exactly mutual, because all Romeo could think was, oh no. You might not be able to tell from his face, but Romeo was a bit of a grump. He wasn't looking to be friends with anyone, and especially not a giant fluffy dog. Romeo liked living a grumpy life with his grumpy self, which is probably why their first meeting went how you'd expect. But Casper couldn't help himself. Romeo was so fluffy, like him. And he needed another fluffy friend to fluff around with. Casper was gonna do whatever it took to win this grumpy kitty over. Romeo, wanna have a meal together? Are you kidding? You'll steal my food or slobber on me. Okay, what if we had a meal near each other and with a fence in between? Acceptable. But that fence wasn't gonna stop Casper. Little by little, he would win Romeo over, because at the next meal, he made sure he was sitting right next to Romeo. And to Romeo's surprise, Casper didn't bother him. He didn't touch his food. He didn't get in his way. Casper just sat next to him the entire time. It's like he learned Romeo needed some personal kitty space. Romeo thought, this is kind of nice. Maybe this giant fluff ball is all right. Romeo couldn't believe that he was starting to like Casper, but he wasn't gonna let his face show it. He'd been grumpy his whole life. He wasn't gonna change for this silly dog. But on the other hand, Casper wasn't going anywhere. So Romeo decided to get to know him better. Turns out Casper loved to play, and so did Romeo. Romeo was like, wait, I don't have to play by myself? I can do this with someone? Casper loved a good snuggle. Wait, I like snuggling too. Can we snuggle together? And he loved to give out kisses. Yep, I love kisses too. Can I please get one? Thanks. After learning all these new things about Casper, Romeo was really liking the idea of having a new friend. He was like, this fluffy dog ain't too bad. I guess the pup can stick around. And once Casper felt that fluffy love back from Romeo, he knew he had finally made a bestie. 2 fluffy peas in a fluffy pod. Casper showed Romeo that doing things with a friend is so much better than being alone. They started going on so many adventures together, but always found time for a warm snuggle. At first, Romeo wasn't loving the idea of a fluffy dog friend, but now he loves having a new bestie to always be with, despite what his face may say.
Dodo Kids.
Help the kittens find the subscribe button.